Esteemed colleagues, distinguished guests, good day from the headquarters of the International Energy Agency in Paris. My name is Ilka Hannula and I am a senior energy analyst here in the Renewable Energy Division. We closely track developments in renewable energy markets, countries' policies, and analyze the potential of new and emerging renewable energy technologies to support global clean energy transitions. Before going into my presentation, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the Colombia's National Biofuels Federation for extending the invitation to participate in this event. Our collaboration with Colombian stakeholders has grown importantly in the last years, particularly since the country started its accession process to the IEA in 2021. It's an honor to engage with your organization for the first time, and I look forward to fruitful collaborations in the future. I'm sorry that I'm unable to be with you in person today, and I pass on my best wishes from my colleagues here in Paris. Modern bioenergy is the hidden giant of renewable energy. Today, more than half of all renewables come from modern bioenergy sources, which is more than double of wind and solar combined. In many instances, bioenergy is compatible with existing infrastructure, broadly available, and cost competitive with other low-emission solutions. Bioenergy is also a very versatile energy source that in solid, liquid, or gaseous form can be applied in a broad range of sectors. For example, in transport, sustainable biofuels are recognized for their potential to help reduce emissions from aviation and shipping, and to complement electric vehicles and energy efficiency measures in road transport. In the electricity sector, bioenergy provides dispatchable and firm power that complements variable renewable sources. Bioenergy can also be coupled with carbon capture and storage, or BECCS, to provide negative emissions power, heat, and fuels. Bioenergy can also provide socio-economic benefits, including fostering circular economy, supporting rural livelihoods, providing access to affordable energy, and contributing to food security. Demand for bioenergy is due to expand in all regions globally, but is concentrated in China, Brazil, Europe, India, and the United States. Renewable fuel deployment is set to expand from 22 to 26 exajoules by 2030, when it would account for over 5% of total global energy consumption. Solid bioenergy accounts for more than half of this growth to 2030, mostly in the industrial sector, but also to provide modern cooking services in India and sub-Saharan Africa. Liquid biofuels account for nearly a quarter of bioenergy growth, primarily for use in the transport sector. The road sectors of Brazil, Indonesia, and India account for almost all new growth, while in the aviation and maritime sectors, Europe and the United States lead expansion. Biogases make up the remainder of bioenergy growth to 2030. Most of this occurs in Europe and the United States, thanks to established biogas production and infrastructure and supportive policies. Today, many countries across the world are making important strides in bioenergy. Brazil, for instance, has long been a global leader in biofuels, with its ethanol industry supplying nearly 30% of the country's transport fuel. Brazil's flex fuel vehicles, which can run on various blend ratios of gasoline and ethanol, have reduced dependence on fossil fuels and cut emissions. Additionally, Brazil is ramping up biofuels production from agricultural residues, such as sugarcane bagasse, to widen the feedstock base available for biofuels. In the EU, Sweden is an example of a country that derives over 35% of its energy from bioenergy, leveraging its vast forestry resources to produce biomass for heating and electricity generation. Similarly, Finland has integrated bioenergy into district heating and industrial processes, thereby reducing its reliance on imported fossil fuels. In the US, bioenergy plays a key role in reducing emissions in the transport sector while delivering energy diversification and rural job opportunities. As the largest producer of bioethanol, the US has been expanding investments also in sustainable aviation fuels derived from biomass. Bioenergy is also an important energy source in Latin America and the Caribbean, accounting for about 1/5 of total energy use. Bioenergy is used across several areas such as cooking, heating, electricity, and transport. Looking forward, the use of bioenergy in the region is anticipated to increase between 20 to 35% by 2030. This would increase the share of bioenergy in the region's total energy supply by 3 to 7%. This growth is driven primarily by demand in the transport sector and is concentrated on countries such as Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia that have implemented supportive policy measures such as blending fuel mandates. Despite the many benefits, large-scale deployment of biofuels can also raise concerns. Sustainability concerns are mainly related to land use, biofuels' net greenhouse gas emission balance, and unintended impacts on biodiversity or food prices. These concerns can undermine the credibility of biofuels as a sustainable option and in some cases pose a barrier to further development and trade. Therefore, sound regulatory frameworks that are supported by transparent, science-based carbon intensity calculations are required to attract the investments needed to scale up biofuel production. As highlighted in last year's IEA report, Carbon Accounting for Sustainable Biofuels, that was carried out in support of Brazil's G20 presidency, several aspects of biofuel production can be improved to further reduce greenhouse gas emissions. For example, in the cultivation process, which is one of the biggest contributors to biofuel supply chain emissions, several innovative solutions have recently started being introduced. These include adopting more sustainable farming practices like multi-cropping, reduced tillage, and the use of low-emission fertilizers. Applying compost, digestate, or biochar can also contribute to the accumulation of soil carbon stock. Emissions can be further reduced by using renewable energy to supply process heat and electricity demand for the biofuel plants. As I already mentioned, new technologies such as carbon capture coupled with biofuels production can potentially lead to negative greenhouse gas emissions values. However, such interventions are likely to increase cost and require market and policy frameworks that reward biofuel pathways with higher greenhouse gas emission reductions. In conclusion, let me underline that the global clean energy transition is not just a challenge, but a tremendous opportunity. It's an opportunity to build a sustainable future, create millions of jobs, and improve the quality of life for people around the world. Colombia's engagement in bioenergy development is a testament to the country's commitment to clean energy transitions. The IEA stands ready to support Colombia and other countries across the world in this tremendous task. As I have tried to illustrate, countries' paths towards achieving their respective clean energy and climate goals will be different. This requires localized solutions also in the development of bioenergy. Thank you for your attention. I wish this conference much success and look forward to future opportunities to exchange.